All right, guys, so let's dive into my recent posts on IG, something I've noticed over the years throughout my adult life. When a man finds out his partner cheated, the first question that comes out of his mouth usually isn't emotional. It's simple, almost blunt, like, did you sleep with him? And that question gets misunderstood all the time. People always assume men don't care about feelings, that we're avoiding emotions, but that question isn't avoidance, it's orientation. It's the mind trying to figure out where things went wrong. But I'm assuming right now no one is listening. But if you are, welcome to Unfiltered Exposure, a space where we drop the filters, we speak raw truth, and we tell stories that deserve to be seen and heard. And before we start, I want to put this out there as a disclaimer. I'm not claiming expertise as a dating coach or a psychologist. This is simply one man's perspective shaped by lived experience and observation. So let's get unfiltered. So for most men, the first thing that gets hit isn't the heart, it's territory. It's that feelings of something that was mine, something I was responsible for got crossed. And I don't even mean it in a possessive way. I mean it in a protective way, because as a man, we are wired to guard what we are committed to. So when another man steps into that space, the brain reacts before the emotions do. That's why the question is physical, because sex to a man feels like access. Like someone enter a space they weren't supposed to be in. Yes, ego is involved, but not in the cartoonish sense of competition or dominance. This is identity level ego. It's the internal reckoning that asks, where did I lose control? What did I fail to protect? How did another man gain access to something I was responsible for? And that question doesn't just bruise pride, it destabilizes self-perception. Here's something that doesn't get said enough. Men absolutely feel emotional betrayal. Deeply, but it often arrives after the territorial shock. Once the physical question is answered, that's when the emotional processing begins, quietly, internally. That's when we start asking ourselves things that we don't always say out loud. Like, did she talk to him the way she talked to me? Did she feel understood by him? Did she give him the version of herself that I thought was exclusive? Those questions just don't come first, they come later. Now, contrast that with how many women experience betrayal. Women often ask, did you love her? Because for many women, the deepest wound isn't invasion, it's replacement. The fear of no longer being singular, no longer being emotionally irreplaceable. So when men and women argue after infidelity, they're not arguing facts, they're speaking from different psychological injuries. Same betrayal, different meaning, different wounds. And it's not about the act itself, it's about what the act represents to the person who was betrayed. And this is important, hear me when I say this. This isn't like a gender war. It's a conversation about how we construct love, how we assign value, and where it hurts most, when trust collapses. So I want to hear from you guys out there. A call to action, like they call it, like CTA. So for all the men and women out there, I want to hear from you. Like, what was the first question that came into your mind when you found out she was cheated on you? And to all the ladies out there, what question mattered most in your experience? So drop in the comments, or better yet, I have 1, 2 mics available if you'd like to be a guest on the show and bring your own perspective into this topic, because this is Unfiltered Exposure and clarity starts where silence ends. So I'll see you in the next conversation. So let's get unfiltered.
Parts I say, I don't care where your body's been, I care where your heart went. You crossed the line, but not just skin. You let somebody look within. So tell me slow, don't lie again. Did you love her, or was it escape? I replay nights we said forever, wonder which ones you miss. She don't know the weight you carry, or the way I read your breath. I wasn't perfect, I won't pretend, but I showed up again and again. And now I'm standing in this truth, trying to decide what love still means to you. You say it didn't mean a thing, but meaning lives in what you hide. Feeling just a moment's fall. Why does it feel like I lost my place? Did you love her or just escape? love her, or was it escape? I don't need perfect, I need honesty. If I stayed, I stayed whole. If I leave clean. If you're gone, I'll heal in time. If you stay, you meet me honest. Either way, I reclaim my name, and I won't love halfway again. Late night, no more guessing, just the truth and what I do with it.